Alright, so we were in an order here. We're at $23 or so, and I'm going to flatten at this point. So we captured about $20 there. And so we're in a down day. The market has some. If we look at the calendar, we have today, retail sales at 8:30. 8:30 retail sales, 9:15 industrial, 9:15 capacity. But then at 10 o'clock we have home builder confidence index. So there's just a little. It's a pretty light day overall, is what we're looking at there. Let's put that up like that. So we're just going to wait. That's the nature of it. Now this looks like it's going to go down again. Okay, so I'm going to actually sell one and see if this holds, because that's such a big drop. We're going down through a level here, but again, I don't want to really hold on to it with this volatility. Alright, so there's another $20 or so. We're going to flatten, okay? And the reason we're doing that is because we're at the open, and most of the time, often, market makers are going to change the structure and start moving in the opposite direction, and they almost, I would like to think they're almost forced to do something like that, especially if they've been collecting a lot of orders. And when you look past this, right, for the last, let's change the time frame here, okay? So when you have this time frame of minutes, and we're going to put in there 5 minutes, okay? I didn't change it enough, did it? Alright, time frame. Alright, we have 15 minutes. So what occurs, right, is when we look at this, let's see if I can get this back here some. Alright, when we look at this, we're looking at this large up, right, pre-market, okay? And now they're taking all of these stops and what have you, all of these orders is what's happening here. So when we reach around the 080 level, about, which is really what we're approaching right now, I'm going to say they're going to change a little bit, okay? And in fact, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, now this might just drop, but so right now I'm verifying what this channel looks like on my phone. So if you haven't subscribed yet, it'd be appreciated if you would. It really helps out. Yep. Alright, so we're up 34. I'm going to flatten at this point. Okay, so what you're looking at is high volatility at the open, and what we're trying to maintain is a calm, almost detached feeling from the whipping up and down of price action. That's a start. Now you're not going to actually succeed at this, but what you can do is at some point you'll become successful. That you'll see this high volatility price action, and your emotions will be somewhat not attached to the I have to get in, I have to get out. Oh no, I have to get in, I have to get out. Because when you have high volatility, at least for me, it was, hey, I'm going to chase this up and down movement. And what we're trying to do is curb that emotion. Think about it like this. You're normally not putting your foot on the gas back and forth rapidly when you're driving 65 on the highway. You're just not. What you're doing is you're waiting, at least if you're a normal person, right? So being a normal person, you're waiting until you see the hill up ahead, and it's going to climb the hill, right? And you're going a little bit slow. You put your foot on the gas slightly, and you go, okay? Is an example. So, when we're looking at this, and it's going down, and I'm going to then apply my brakes or put my foot on the gas, depending on what's going to happen with what the road looks like ahead. And then with the markets, we don't really know what the road is ahead enough to decide for certainty. It's like you're looking halfway through the windshield, or you can only see the bottom third of the windshield, and you can with confidence know you're not going to hit anybody, but you have no clue of whether you should be accelerating, entering into the market, or the analogy is putting your brakes on or drifting if you're going to go short. So, alright, so I'm going to do this here right now. I'm going to buy one. And the reason I'm buying one is because it's been slowing down. Now this is where the slow motion is, they're gathering orders here, and then it can either drop again rapidly or it can go up slow, since it's been dropping as it is. That's my thinking for just today. That could be set opposite too. It could rise rapidly and drop slow, but we really shouldn't be in here too long. Okay. The reason we shouldn't be in here too long is because they're going to make that change here, and it's just going to go. It's going to literally whip up or down possibly. It may not, but that's the analogy of we can't see the whole market. So let's put this time frame back to a minute, because you've been looking at it for what, the 15-minute time frame, and I've just been staring at it. Okay, so that's what it looks like there. And one of the things that we want to consider is give me a second here, hold on. All right. Alright, so I'm verifying on my phone right now that I'm live. Alright, so I'm verifying on my phone right now that I'm live. Okay, that looks good. So what we're looking at, if I can remember what I was talking about. So, we can look at this chart, right? And we can say with certainty that that it's a down day. Okay? We're not wondering, we're not thinking, we can say, and right now it looks like with certainty they're going to, they're trying to go up. And this is where accounts start to waver, because this up may then be part of a plan to just put it down. okay? Now because it's up and down like that, I'm going to do this move where I'm saying, look, they're going to probably go down. I might have been too late in entering here. When you look at this, okay, it was down and it's up. My intention was to be here entering to the short side. So I failed to do that. Okay, so here I'm going to go, wow, are they going to go down again? Okay, they're going up. So I'm going to do the following. I'm going to flatten this, and this is where I'm going to put in 5 and I'm going to buy. Okay? And I'm going to wait for at least 25, to go up. Okay? So right now we're showing 50. Now, if I'm down 200, then I'm going to get out. Okay? And then reverse it. But I'm also seeing on the chart that, this is like an opening wedge going up. If you believe if you use the strat or what have you, I'm going to say we're starting a, gaping mouth here. Okay? It's just that the price action isn't quite going up yet. So they're trying to push it up. And, okay, so we're going up through there. Now here's the 60, here's 60. Now I might just leave early, okay? Okay, there's the 100. We're going to get out, all right? So here we flattened out 100. And, at this point, I'm going to remember to put this back to 1 again. And, we took advantage of the volatility of the reversal there. Now this doesn't mean this is a long-term reversal either, by the way. This could literally be right to this point here, and then it's going to reverse back perhaps. But do we know that? Not really. We really don't know. But I'm going to buy 1 again, and the reason I'm buying 1 is I basically made the money for the day. Okay, number 1. Because you should have some type of stop for where you're going to stop at, and then after that it should just simply be I'm taking advantage of the increase in the market, but I'm not going to hold on to the idea that I'm trying to make a certain amount of money, because this volatility is going to end, and then we end up just becoming whatever the analogies are for, a losing trader. Alright, so I'm going to just simply flatten right there. Okay, and the reason I'm flattening out of this is because here's a little zone. Usually, it's possible we might blow through there, but usually that doesn't happen. Usually market makers will take advantage of taking these all off and collecting these orders for everybody to put in a stop loss. Okay. So, everybody has issues, right? And most of these guys talking on this YouTube, they're not going to talk about their heartfelt problems, right? Because they always want it to be like, oh, this is great and everything's wonderful, watch me make all this money. And I have a problem. And my problem is that after I'm done with this here, after I'm done with the, the YouTubing here, I will stay past my welcome, and I will be studying and staring at this chart, and I'm going, hey, at this point, this might go up, and I already know, like knowledge-wise and mental-wise, right? That there's not enough volatility to actually change the price in a meaningful way. Where here, right now, that price is changing in a meaningful way. Okay, so I'm going to buy right here 1. Okay, and my thinking is this is about the time where I'm going to say, if it's going down, then I should just stop for another 10 minutes or so. meaning if this goes against me and I start to trade incorrectly. You know, if you're trading fine, well, then you stay. But this is where I could be screwing up, and then it just starts to, you know, go south from here. Okay, I'm going to flatten here because I know how wrong I was there. I'm going to put 5 in here, right? And I'm going to buy. Okay, so here it's going up through, and I'm going to flatten at another 120. Okay, and it becomes like this. Mike, how did you know to do that, right? You just start doing it. You know, you start to learn how to do it. Now, here's the thing, right? If we look at this, and I am paper trading this account. This is, by the way, supposed to be a wealth. This is a wealth chart, and they're associated with Apex Trader Funding. And recently, they were doing beta testing, and I assume they still are. So here we're going to look and see what we're looking at here. Okay, I'm not able to. Let me go back to where I was. Yeah, I am practicing here, and with this practice account, I'm not sure if I can see a total dollar amount, up or down. Okay, so it looks like it's going to go up. I'm going to change this to 1. I'm going to buy. And we're going to see if this goes up through these levels here a little bit. All right, so it's wavering there. It could go up, it could go down, but guess what? I'm out of there. Okay, I'm out because volatility at this point has slowed down just some. It's still pretty high, but it's not like pushing hard up like you saw with these candles going up through this cloud here. Okay, and because of that, I become more cautious as it's approaching these highs here and believing that it's just going to go higher. Okay, here's the first time past the cloud that it did go up, and I took advantage of that right here, I believe it was, and then it stayed up, right? But now it's going down, but I'm not in. Okay, so here are examples in my mind of you know, how to trade this open. You know, you're learning and trying to. Let me go and buy one more here, see if this goes up through. Okay, so, but we're learning and we're trying to, you know, do the best we can. Now see, just like that, it went down through, and seriously, I don't know if it's going to really go up. Now this is where, you know, we're down $23, okay, and I'm thinking like this is where I'm going to flatten, and I'm actually going to put 5 in here, okay? And the reason I'm doing that is because they've taken this down, down, down. We now approach this cloud again, and because of that low going through the cloud itself, my thinking is it might go back up through, and boy, could I be wrong, okay? You know what wrong is? Wrong is wrong. So I'm wrong by $30 again, so here's a loss of $70 for the last 2 trades, and everything in my mind says, you know, get out. All right, so it's going to move up through, it looks like, but is it enough to actually change anything? We're now up $11, but now we're down to 49, so it's going up and down, up and down. And because it's going up and down, it means the market makers actually are buying and selling pretty quickly here. Okay, they're trading, literally trading shares between each other, and this is where because of the volatility. So there, I attempted to capture that. I'm going to buy again. So that I was trying to capture that $50 move, and I failed to do it. It went down to like $30 or something like that. So here we are again. I entered another 5, and everything in my mind says stop doing 5, go to 1. So I'm going to hold this until we're hitting 100 or losing 2 and calling it good. So one of the attitudes that we have to curb is this attitude that we're going to be able to fix it. See, you can't fix it because you can't go back in time to fix it. But you can wait until tomorrow at the same time to fix it. So, and when I say fix at the same time tomorrow, it means you look to see if you can fix it. Okay? That's all. That's all there is here with this. All right. So I'm going to think that this is going to reverse here, and I'm going to buy here 20. And this is where the biggest error happens in one's trading, is because you end up with these trades where you go, hey, I'm going to oversize, and then it becomes a disaster. Okay? So that's exactly probably what that is right there. Nevertheless, I'm going to trade it because I'm seeing if this is going to happen, which it does look like it's going to happen, but is it going to be enough to overcome everything here? See, once you do beyond your thing here, this is a real red flag that where you should say, hey, I definitely can't be trading anymore. You've got to just literally stop here. But we're up $400 at this point, right? And then we go, we're done, okay? Because that literally could be the point where what's the wording? You know, where psychologically you may not be able to trade intelligently any longer. And even though I'm calm, I'm making poor decisions, proven by the fact that it's going, that it went down 2 or 3 times like that. Now here, it looks like it's going to go up again. I'm going to put just 3 in. I'm actually going to buy there. Should I buy there? I'm not going to buy, okay? I'm not going to buy. In fact, what I think I should do is go get some coffee, right? It looks like it's going to go up. I am going to buy. I'm not going to buy. You see how it's this wavering price action? This is so narrow. How do you know what it's going to do in the next 10 seconds? It looks like they're going to go up. Now they're going down. So I didn't buy. So what does that mean? That means if you did have 3, now just go to 1. Okay? Just, change that quantity. If it wasn't at 1, it should be. Okay? So yeah, they're proving that they're going down right now. Right? Am I wrong? Am I right? We don't know. Okay, so they're going up, it looks like. I'm going to buy that 1. Okay. Now, if you have the ability just to stick, okay, I'm going to flatten out because we're right here at this top here. We don't know if it's going to go higher or lower in that very moment, but I'm going to actually wait for the candle to close. It'll be 9:57, and we're going to see what what's in play here, what's in store. All right, so it's 5 seconds past the time for me. They're hovering, right? All right, I'm going to buy here, and then as soon as it's up, I'm just going to get out, or I'm going to just get out, period. I should have got out there at $3. Come on.
I got to get along. Can you get me? I want some coffee.
Okay, and I got to get Debbie coffee. That's important. All right, so this is the beauty of this is you start it with 1, right? That's what's great about this. Okay, so we're down $18, right? And we should do everything we can to try and protect that $300 that we just collected. Okay, 300 is a good 60 to 70. Every $100 is about 20,000. I'm going to actually sell. I'm going to see if this goes down, and then I got to go. All right, so there's $10. I'm going to flatten it, all right, at $12, right, $13. So if you save half of what it is, good job. There's $11, okay? Okay, so for the day, right, this is what, about a half hour of trading. We're done. I had a success rate of about, I guess, about 75%, about 85%. Okay, and I have I don't know what my success rate is. Do we have a performance chart on this? I don't know. But the main point I'm making here, right, is it's very, very possible at the open to call it correctly what you want to do. Stick with one micro, because if it's going wrong on you, it's a horrible experience. Once you've done this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, countless times, people will say, then what happens is your behavior changes over a long period of time. So with that being said, we're done. Everybody have a great day, and basically just go from there, so to speak. Okay? All right.